A letter to my teachers. Dear teachers, I am neither Montague or Capulet. I am Jefferson-Glipa 100%. I am African-American, Hawaiian, Filipino, French, and Polish. With a lineage having roots nourished by every continent, I should blossom in the fresh dew of your bold history and literature, yet my sap drips in the pruning of your education. The Habsburg, snip, snip. Lawrence of Arabia, snip. Voltaire, Napoleon, snip, snip. Jean-Luc, Socrates, snip, snip. These, glorified as the gardeners of our world, have never nourished my roots. I wither in the shadows of their imperialism and power. Cry the beloved country, snip, snip. The Crucible, snip. Lord of the Flies, Fahrenheit 451, snip, snip. The Red Pony, Great Expectations, snip, snip. These pages exalted as our classics, instead of unshackling our imagination, press our minds into carbon copies. Dear teachers, Brittany Morris writes that reading is an act of decolonization because reading expands your mind past your worldview. But when I check out required reading, the only view I see is from the banks of the Rhine and the white cliffs of Dover. Dear teachers, my education has been filtered, censored. It feels like the day they shot a medication given to everyone in the giver, except instead of eliminating color, it eliminates civilizations, continents, histories, my history. Dear teachers, do not believe everything you read in a history book. Authors lie. Dear teachers, no, I'm not required to go to a separate school, but you spread the kingdom of Kush, the monarchy of Queen Lilua Kailani, the Rajane of Cebu as weeds to be exterminated. In the absence of life, organisms find creative ways to survive. I am eukaryotic. My cells create a membrane of knowledge and explorative curiosity, a layer of protection sheltering my nucleus. Your vacuum is the catalyst that sparks my bioluminescence that feeds on Queen Amana Reyes, Queen Nefertiti, Queen Hatshepsut. These names hydrate my roots, yet my books have no mention of them. I continue to be pruned and starved in my education, yet I will extend my roots past the boundaries of your canon and standards. I will become a cactus who stores information for the dry season. I will use my neural network to access life. So please, spare me your Waterman, your drip drip Abraham Lincoln, your drop drop Miss Rosa Parks, your splash splash Dr. King. My fingers absorb exhibitions of diverse history in the absence of rich soil. But beware the lessons you teach. I will mutate them to my advantage. I will adapt for my survival. I will thrive.